guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'm going to go through how to cut a 4-piece skirt. This is going to be a very quick tutorial. So guys, basically you're going to fold your fabric into two. I'm still going to show you guys on a fabric, but I just wanted to show you on a pattern paper. So about, let's say maybe 3 yards can do this, or even less than 3 yards, it depends. So what you have to do is, let's say this is your fabric, you folded it into two. You're going to come in this line here. On a bigger cloth, it might be about 8 or 9 inches. Mark it down, and then the next thing you're going to do is just to go ahead and mark your waist. Remember, we're making a 4-piece skirt. Your waist to your hip, which on bigger people, it might, like on a person, it might be like 9 to 10 inches. So this is your hip line, and then your waist to your knee, this is the knee line. The next thing you're going to do is just to insert your waist measurement divided by 4. Mark it. No that in here, just mark your waist divided by 4, and then the next thing is your hip divided by 4. Mark that also. And then the next thing is that measurement you have on your hip, subtract 1 inch from it. So let's say you have 10 inches here, subtract 1 inch from it and use 9. So you're going to mark that here, and then down here, right down here, that same measurement you have here, so you're going to mark it, but you're going to extend it by, let's say, extra 15 inches, 14 inches or so for the flay of the skirt. I'm going to still draw this. I just wanted to show you on a smaller pattern. So now this is a 4-piece skirt, right? All you have to do is to connect it from here to here, and then from there here to here, and then out again to the end this way, right? Remember, like I said, the extension from the end is going to be, extension towards the center might be about 8 to 9 inches or 10 inches. Extension towards the side might be extra 15 inches, 14 inches, or 13 inches, depending on how wide you want the bottom of your flay to be. So once that is done, what you're going to do is this extension that I said will be about 10 inches or 9 inches or 8 inches, you're going to connect it again to this end here. And this is going to be the center of your skirt. All you have to do is just to mark at least ½ an inch here in the center. This is going to be your seam allowance. If you want, you can just blend it into this part. And then you're also going to add about your 1 inch of sewing, right? On this side too, your 1 inch of sewing it. And then I'm just going to blend it into this line. And that's basically how to cut a 4-piece skirt, right? That's basically how you cut a 4-piece skirt. All you have to do now, this is it. You folded, this is on a folded fabric, and then your skirt is done. This ½ an inch at the center is just for you to join this is going to be the 2 center front, right? So let's say I go ahead and cut this out now, and cut it out all the way. Like I said, your fabric is already on a fold while you're doing this. And then this pattern, you're going to cut 4 of it. The only difference from this and your back is that the one at the back, instead of doing ½ an inch in the center, you're going to do 1 inch for the zipper at the back. You understand? So this is basically how you cut a 4-piece skirt. The only difference is that when you go to cut, these 2 that you already folded will be your front panel, and then you take this front panel, place it on a folded fabric again to cut the back. But except when you go to cut the back, you're going to extend it, add extra. Let's say you added ½ an inch for the sewing at the center, you're going to add extra 1 inch at the center this time around. So remember, you're going to put into consideration this ½ an inch here, so you're going to extend it by extra ½ an inch. So the total is now going to be 1 inch, right? And then that's going to be it. So this is basically it for cutting this skirt. So let's cut it on a fabric and you guys will see. So guys, this is it on a bigger fabric. Like I said, you've marked, let's say 8 inches or 9 inches, or how many inches you want for the center part. My fabric is already on a fold, you see. This is on a fold. Now the next measurement you're going to mark is from your waist to your hip. I use 10 inches. Your waist to your knee, but instead of using your knee, you're going to go up by at least 1 inch or 1.5 from your knee, because the flay can't start at your knee, it will be too restricting. So you always go up at least 1.5 inch away from your knee. So let's say your knee is at 20, you're going to go up maybe 2 inches at 18 or 18.5. You see what I did? So I've marked my line here, my hip here. So now all I have to do is to insert your waist measurement divided by 4. So let's say your waist is 34, divided by 4 is 8.5. No seam allowed, no darting. Like I said before, your hip, come down to your hip, divided by 4. So let's say your hip is 44, divided by 4, 11. You mark it. come down here. Instead of adding 11, you see all my measurements are starting on this line that are marked after the fold. So instead of marking that 11 here, I'm going to come down here on my knee line. Instead of marking 11, I'm going to use 10. That's subtracting 1 inch from your hip line. Or you can do, if you want it really fitted, you can do like minus 1.5, right? So from your hip measurement divided by 4, you can go ahead and do minus 1.5. I'm just going to do minus 1. And then after that, all you have to do is just to connect here. There is no darting on this, guys. I keep saying there's no darting. So connect from here to here, and then from here to here. This is your skirt forming now. And then the next measurement you have to place now is take this same measurement you have here. Like I said, mine was 10. I'm also going to bring down that 10 here, which is here. And then make sure that after this line, I have extension of like 15, 14, 10, or any amount you want. It depends on how fish flayed you want yours to be. So let's say for this, I have about 12 inches. All I have to do now is just to connect from this point. You see the end of my clothes here. All I have to do is from this point of the fold, right? I'm going to make sure that I connect from my ruler, this line here, to get to that point, right? So you're going to try to connect it using maybe a straight ruler, a longer one instead of this one I'm using here. You see? So a 4-piece skirt is formed, guys. This is your 4-piece skirt. And then on this other side too, you're going to go ahead and mark your line here. Sorry, if you have a straight ruler, it's better than using like a short one, but just so you guys understand what I'm saying. And then you connect it to this point. So you're going to connect here to here, here to here, and that's basically it. You're going to go ahead and cut this out, but before you cut it out, don't forget to go ahead to the side. You add your 1 inch of seam allowance on the side, right? Your 1 inch of seam allowance. To the center for the front, you add only ½ an inch, right? For the front, because there's no zip in front, right? You only add ½ an inch here so that you join it. But for the back, the front, the back, everything is the same. The only difference now is that this pattern here, you're going to, if I cut this out now, I already cut out my front panel, right? My front panel is done, but using this front panel, I'm going to fold my fabric again into 2. And then instead of using ½ an inch in this side, I'm going to cut everything the same on that other fold I've made, but I'm going to just add extra 1 inch here instead of like ½ an inch, 1 inch here, because this is now the back of my skirt and this is going to form my zipper. So basically once you cut it, it's going to look something like this. So guys, this is the one I made for someone here. You see what it looks like. You can attach this to a body of a dress. You can just put in band and that is done. And then you use the zipper at the back, attach a zipper. Or you can use it as a body of a dress. You attach just the basic bodies to it and then attach the same zipper at the center back. So this is basically what it looks like. So you see the one I made, like I said, 1 inch for the back for your zipper. You join it, and then the one in front, you join it. So this is basically a 4-piece skirt. All you have to do is to join the side and join the side, and that is done. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Please guys, subscribe to the channel, and bye.